Hey everyone, Zero JD here with the X-Play Fans channel. I'm here to give you a quick taste of Chasm, a metroidvania kind of game where you're going through these areas, unlocking upgrades to get to new areas. But it's got a random kind of thing thrown in where the areas between certain handcrafted rooms and stuff is random. Not random as in like, oh hey, all these stuff is placed randomly. They are pre-made rooms, but there are sections that are specifically made. Let's say you wanted to get the gloves that let you cling to an edge. In that area, you will specifically have those gloves in there in kind of an area to kind of show you how to use them kind of thing. But I'll kind of explain it. I'm about halfway through the dungeon, I believe, and I'm about 2.5 hours in. As you can see, I have a seed number, and that's pretty much saying like, hey, this is my dungeon. No one else is going to get anything like this. Right now I'm in the, believe, 4th-ish area, but here's a good example of, I believe right here in the middle here, I got the gloves that let me cling to an edge. So this little section here, I believe, was made in mind with that, so they could kind of show it off and all that other stuff. And then of course the area, to get to the next area, like to get from the further into the catacombs, I would need to use that ability anyways. So the next area that, like, I recently got things that let me do this. So the area, the gardens, which is the newest area, will be designed with that kind of in mind. So let's kind of go. As you can see, I'm kind of making my way through here. Let's actually go to the left and down, or right and down. I love Castlevania, so I really enjoyed playing the older ones. Sadly, I never get to play Lords of Shadow 1 or 2. I played a chunk of Symphony of the Night. Loved that. My biggest issue with this game is when you attack, you are planting your feet. So for a good 2 seconds, you are invested in the swing if that's your kind of weapon. Also, by the way, whip. But the best way to get around that is you can actually just jump. And it fully gets rid of you having to wait for that full animation to kind of stop. You have a back dodge, but that's pretty much it. If you like Castlevania, you'll probably be into it. If you can get, if you can get past that one bit about, hey, your feet are kind of planted. Let's go. But as you can see here, I can cling to this wall and then get up here. And there's a mushroom over here who probably is not happy with me. At the upper left, you see I have a X attack and a B attack. X is always a kind of melee weapon. B is always magic. Top left, health and magic. And that's it. Destroying lamps can get me magic, and I can hit B. I have a boomerang. I have a throwing knife. I have a throwing star, and then I have a shield, which does constant damage. So you can see here, and boom. So I got a jade ring. There are challenge rooms like that where the main thing is that you're just getting the reward at the end. So what does this jade ring do? Nothing. As you can see, I am super Final Fantasy because I have 2 leather belts. Of course, you see that orange area at the bottom rightish there? That is a thing that leads me to a quick travel area, and I've been unlocking those as I go. And it's been super useful. I should probably change my weapon to one that does a lot more damage. I fought about two mini bosses and about 1 like normal super boss. I enjoy the music in this game. I enjoy the look of this game. It has an option to turn on CRT. I won't do that because I don't know what it'll do to the capture. The biggest issue, like I said before, is just that one little thing of, hey, why, if I could swing and then instantly push Y to back out of it, it'd be so much better. That's right, I can't go through here yet. Excuse me, buddy. If you die, you lose all progress and just go back to your last save station. So the main story of this is that you are a knight in training kind of person, and you are sent to help a town where like a whole bunch of monsters have kidnapped people. So far, I've been going through here, getting people out of cages and stuff like that, and I've kind of learned that there's something weird going on because, like, the ancient civilization who was here before, their shaman went into, like, a spirit realm and was like, hey, this bad guy's gonna invade, so we need to get all kinds of ready for this. So it's kind of implied that, like, this first, like, these guys that are in here are actually, like, the first wave of an invasion. So let's go over here. Red squares are where I can heal up. Leveling up is normal. You get more experience points, your stats go up. You'll once in a while find an item that'll increase, like, a random stat. These are the things that I've gotten here. A journal, it's whatever. And of course you can see, like, hey, these guys will drop so-and-so, but you gotta kill a number of them to unlock stuff. So let's keep moving here. Whee! I won't show off too much. Oop, did not make that jump whatsoever. But if you like what you're seeing and you like metroidvania games, this is very much it. It doesn't go super hard into, like, hey, I don't, like, so far the two I've found are not anything that are like, hey, this is gonna be, like, super, like, hey, I'm gonna slide attack into this guy, because I don't think you can actually do that. Yeah, it fully makes me wait for the animation to finish. Okay, so this is how, like, the shortcuts have worked so far. So now I've opened that, and then I can use this. And go through here, go to the upper right. And then go up here and visit the town. And I think that's really well done. And this is the town. Later on, you can, like, from him, I can buy, like, minerals and stuff with money to go to the blacksmith and forge stuff. The lady here sells, like, magical items. I haven't found magic all that super useful. You'd be like, hey, I want to buy this spear. Not really, or this armor. Everything I have is better. But all the weapons seem to have that similar sort of slow speed, unless I'm just kind of... So I don't know if that's, like... That is, like, the one thing I'd like fix out of this game. So let's go a little bit further, and I won't keep you too long. And of course, it has, like, hey, it's got the mines, it's got the catacombs, it's got, like, it got the castle, it's got the forest. Like, this is the catacombs. It's really catacomby. Puzzles, there have been one or two. The first one was, like, super easy. It was just a block puzzle. The second one, I actually had to find a code in the world, and I actually, I'll admit my stupidity now. I had to look up how to find it, and then someone in stream even helped me kind of figure out how am I going to get to this and where it all is. Got a high potion. Break that lantern. Okay, so what else? Where else can I go? I can go down and to the left. Music's good. I like what they do with it. You guys have seen me botch that jump multiple times now. Made it. There is a weird little thing whenever you go to a new area where it's like, hey, everything is like, damn, is like super hard to kill, but it does quickly. It feels like that's kind of the point of, like, hey, you are not welcomed here. Also, your dude has, like, super mad jumps. There's a lot of times where I thought I would never make that jump, and I would totally make it. Look at that dude. Hey, throw this knife at you. Ah! Got a ninja jump. Uh-oh. But that's what I do. I like to poke my head into a lot of rooms and then peace out. Was this a boss? Oh no, this is definitely something I'll have to fill up and come back later. From what I've read online, it definitely looks like some of the rooms, like, hey, this sort of room will always be at the bottom left of the screen. Here, let's use this. All right, got him. He got some silver. Oh, whoa, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. What up, Rockman? Can I knock it back at you? Oh. But yeah, like if I was standing here just hitting him with this, I'd be stuck in like those animations. It'd probably die a lot faster. There you go, level up, get health back, get mana back, how it's properly done in any RPG. If you level up in an RPG and you don't get all your mana and health back, or at least your health back, that's not a good RPG. Also, if you're playing an RPG that gives you all your health back at the end of every single battle, that's not a good RPG. Boop. Oh. But so far I've enjoyed my time with Chasm. Once I learned to kind of be like, hey, kind of just staying in place when you attack is not always the best thing. You can really do that. I'm also really good at doing or quickly turning and backwards dashing like this. Man, I am an idiot. But so far I haven't really used the back dash because it really, like, it doesn't feel like there's any benefit to doing it because I can't attack for a few seconds after doing it. Oh, this is a fun guy. So this is the Wheel of Mystery. Let's spin. Last time I did this, I got a potion and it actually saved my life. Oh, I got some money. Wow, thank you. And then he's like, ha ha ha. But there's a lot of like non-direct storytelling happening with like, you got these like map fragments. Also, magic will actually sometimes stagger certain enemies. Then melee will actually attack. I want to point out that guy, his name was Mushboom. That's amazing. Melee will stagger certain enemies. But so far, like, again, I've enjoyed it. Oh, here we go. This is perfect. Come out. So who are you? Oh, she runs the tavern. Okay, so it sounds like you're like, hey, maybe she'll give me a boost. I've found little altars once in a while that are like, hey, here's a tiny little, like, hey, this is gonna get more experience points, or you're gonna have a lucky, like more drops and stuff like that. Personally, I'm a sucker for those games where you are rebuilding like a destroyed town, even if it's like, hey, you come in and it's kind of abandoned, like, and everything. You're not actually like physically repairing it, but if you're like bringing people back, I'm a sucker for that kind of game. But this is going on a little bit long. I am ZeroJD. This is the XBA Fans channel. This was Chasm. If you can get around the combat, the weird like forced standstill combat, and don't really want to have to spec in magic because it doesn't really encourage magic. It's kind of a very much an afterthought, it feels like. I could recommend this for you. I am ZeroJD. Chasm. This is the XBA Fans channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Check out our other videos and leave a comment below. See ya.